Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to the World Series 2021, round one. Once again, best of 9, and we've got a famous person here. Big size. Big size, considered famous. Got Flame Iori, probably considered a little bit famous too, because back in the day, he used to be really, really good. I actually think he's probably close to back to how his level was. But yeah, back in the day, we didn't really used to have any Zero Hour streams at all, but yeah, many years ago, Iori, or Flame Iori, as he's called, used to be pretty much the only streamer. If you wanted a game streamed or whatever, the only person who would be basically willing to do it, or may not be available, would have been Iori. So yeah, Iori does go way back with Zero Hour. He's recently done a little bit of a comeback. Maybe he's seen the activity and stuff like that, but how is his level here against one of the world's best, which is Big Size? He's going for a truck rush, and he has got China Nuke, by the way, against Size's GLA Stealth up here in the north. We're on Snowy Drought, one of my favorite maps to watch and to play. Really, really cool. But this truck rush is trying to get through, trying to cause some kills on these workers up at the top left. This is going to be a hard ask against Big Size in round number 1, kind of like Dark 9. Having to face Excal in round number 1, someone else has got to face Size, and it is, unfortunately for Iori, it is Iori. Saying that, though, he has managed to kill at least 4 workers there of Big Size. So, yeah, as Excal says, Big Size not always good at protecting his workers in the beginning, often loses a lot. And just there, we saw evidence of that. Lost 4 workers to one truck straight down the middle. Behind this, he's gone for a double war factory. He's got his Battle Masters out, denies the workers there. So far, that's looking like an okay start there for Big Size. Maybe is he underestimating Iori a little bit, or is Iori just pulling his old level back out of the bag? And yeah, some RPGs dropped off here. Technical does get some scrap there. That was a really nice move there from Size, to be fair. And if Size gets some more scrap, he's going to have a super tech. You don't want to be letting Size on his super tech. He does go down to the mines, though. And this terrorist is going to try and get some kills. This is an okay start here for Iori. I like this start here. Terrorist tries to get some damage done, does cause a bit of damage to the Battle Master, but doesn't really kill anything. And Size behind this is actually going for the oil. So yeah, a lot of people doing that kind of aggression and sending them workers forward and whatever will kind of be stuck in that kind of aggressive stance. But Size is very good at actually going behind that, getting the oil. And yeah, he has done exactly that here. Very, very quick order, like 2 minutes 30 it was. But once again, Size losing some workers here. Probably going to lose all of these. And Size not actually looking in the strongest of positions. The only thing going for him really is that he's got the oil. He does have a hijacker here, so he will be able to take over this Battle Master. This tunnel here at the front looks like it will go down. Yeah, the mass Battle Master spam just proves difficult for the Stealth to do anything against. There is a more forward tunnel here from Big Size. This is something that Size is really good at. It doesn't matter what he's doing elsewhere where you're fighting. Once that fight is over, you will find 12 tunnels in your base. That's what Size is really good at. There's a Battle Master now belonging to Size. He's actually getting his refinery as well. Battle Master here looks like it might be able to get in. Size is trying to defend this as best he can, but it looks like he might lose a lot of workers. Loses only 2 and a load of HP on the rest. Over here on the left-hand side, Size is quick to stop that one as well. Yeah, that will go down. Another Battle Master has been hijacked, and there's still this aggressive point in the base here of Iori. Just 3 Battle Masters now for Size. How does he do this? He's got himself 3 Battle Masters. Actually, more Battle Masters of Size in Iori's base than actually Iori has himself. Size is going to lose some workers again. Does Size care, though? Does Size care? Because he's just going to kill Iori's base. He's got a really decent amount of units here. He's sending a quad down here. Might actually get the cancel here on the power plant. Ooh, he's not actually looking. The quad's actually now chilling inside of the power plant because he's clicked it before Iori actually then placed down the power. A little bit of a weird situation. The Size is continuing this creep forward with the tunnels here. He's now taking out Iori's base, and that start for Iori was looking so good. He must be so disappointed to have found that tunnel in his base. And I suppose when you're focusing so hard, defending against the technicals, defending against them aggressive tunnels, it's so easy just to forget to check your base. If he denied that worker, he was actually in a really good position. He only needed to send one battle master there on guard mode. It would have shot the workers before they were able to do anything. But yeah, typical size. It could look like he's behind, but meanwhile, yeah, he's got 12 tunnels in your base. So GG. Well played to Big Size, takes himself to 1-0. Okay, jumping into the reverse, we have Snowy Drought for game number 2. It is Nuke for Size, this time in the blue in the south. His nuke is unbelievable. So yeah, I'd be worried he has Iori. We got the red for Iori, and he is GLA Stealth. So yeah, I'm expecting a similar kind of game with the massive Battlemaster spam from the nuke, which is Big Size this time. But I'm probably expecting it to probably be a little bit more ferocious. Size is Battlemaster spam, and just like the way he uses them and preserves them, sends the damaged ones back. It's so hard to stop because he's so good at amassing them huge numbers. So Size so far has made 2 war factories. He's got a nice little box going on here, and he's actually chosen to send his dozer actually over here to deny any workers. Iori doesn't have any workers there. He's actually got workers over here and here. And he's going for a quite a fast oil capture. Is he going to need some hijackers out though? Because there's only so long that RPGs and tunnels can defend against these Battlemasters. First technical coming through. Yeah, I like that boxing technique from Size there. Very, very nice. Tech RPG does not achieve anything really. The ooh, a terrorist inside did kill a Battlemaster. I stand corrected. Kill one Battlemaster, but you still have to worry about the amount of units already out from Size. He's already got what, 3 tanks and an outpost. Against what? So this can only be really tunnels and RPGs so far. Looks like there's probably maybe a few quads or technicals. A little bit of a slow game at the moment. Just that one technical so far. Worker here is going to get denied. Battlemaster's going to begin to push across the map, and Battlemaster does take down 2 RPGs. Well, 2 fake barracks here from Iori. Tunnel there has gone down. So the brute force of Size. You see what I mean? When you're against that, when you stealth and you're against that, like, what do you even do? He's even got an outpost in there, so even if you're making hijackers, chances are that Size would find it. Arix here looks like it will go down. Terrorist, though, could come in handy, but Size has focused that down. There are a few terrorists, actually. Arix there does indeed go down. Size is good at forcing them... Or force firing the terrorist. Not even force firing, just literally focusing it down. Terrorist does detonate there, but it kills the quad cannon with it. And now popping all these quads against the Battlemasters, I'm not sure how good of an idea that is. This is the thing, the Battlemasters are so strong, especially when they get in groups and they get the horde bonus. Iori is trying to sneak down this right hand side, but he's building a barracks there, though, not a sneaky tunnel. Size is not interested in teching up or anything. He's just literally spamming out the Battlemasters like he does every single game. Nuke against GLA. He's really good with the Battlemaster spam. Okay, we are seeing a sneaky tunnel from Iori, and he is trying to get Size's oil, actually. So if he can somehow stabilize and hold against this massive onslaught from Size, then, I mean, maybe if he gets that oil in the refinery, well, mainly just the oil, because the refineries don't stack up. Okay, then maybe he has a chance. Battlemaster will go down. So Size's army has had the sting taken out of it, really. This tunnel here has slowed him down, it seems. Size has sent some Battlemasters over here. Iori is getting this bottom right oil. I don't know if Size has seen that or not. Looks like he is sending a Battlemaster over there. I think of the games we've casted so far, I think this is the most competitive and high level, I think. Like, combined. Like, if you combined Iori and Size in a 2v2 team, for example, of the games we've seen so far, I think they would probably be the strongest, like the overall skill added together. So this is why I've been quite excited to cast these ones, actually. Size with the Vet 2 Battlemaster. He's still got loads of Battlemasters in the middle and mixing in outposts. He's just everywhere, Size. And he's somehow over here with a Flamer as well. He's going to try and clear that out, but there's a Hijacker chasing it, actually. So yeah, Iori's making mainly quads against the nuke. I don't know. When we saw Size play it, he captured a load of Battlemasters for himself with the Hijackers. Is it just that Iori went for a faster oil, whereas Size, I think, made a couple of Hijackers and then the oil, didn't he? Or I can't really remember, to be honest, but Size now making a CC. Yeah, but these quads can keep popping in and out all day, but it requires so much micro. You're going in and out. And even then, they still don't do that much damage to a load of Battlemasters. And now, oh, Size is on level 3. That's going to hurt. Artillery and the carpet coming across the map. That's going to wipe out the entire base here. I don't think he's going to be able to stop it. The carpet, he might be able to, but just look at the stream of Battlemasters. I've seen this so many times from Size. It's so hard to stop. And I thought that was Iori almost getting deleted, but he has a stealth barracks over here, and he's got a load of Hijackers running around chasing tanks. Iori throws in the towel. GG, well played to Big Size. Gets himself on the scoreboard. Well, actually, he's already on the scoreboard. But Iori fails to get himself on the scoreboard is probably the correct term. So let's jump into the next one, see what happens. So we're on cold territory for the next match. We've got Big Size down in the south for the China tank in the blue, and then up in the north we've got Iori with the super weapon general with the red color. Quite hard for the super weapon here against the tank, especially if you are going to do 2 supplies. I think a no eco might be the best way forward here. No eco and just focus on having the best micro possible. Because if you, ooh, look at that. Because if you do a normal build order here, I can guarantee you that the tank is going to be able to get a gat at least here or tucked on here, and it's so hard to defend. Iori's going to attempt it. If there's a man for the job, maybe Iori is it. Let's see. Size got a perfect supply placement here, but here is messed up quite a bit because of the power plant. Luckily for Size, though, it doesn't actually look that bad. There's a bit of movement, but it is going to slow Size down. I think it's due to the placement of where the CC is. It's a natural reaction just to place the power as fast as possible, and then you realize you've actually screwed yourself. Okay, first gat is now out. And is it simply just going to walk exactly where I said before? Is it just going to go there? And even if Iori sends his V over there to defend it, which he's not, by the way, he's going over here, then the other one will just... Oh, there's a bit of indecision here, because now both of them are probably going to get in. So Iori already taking heavy damage on the Chinook here. Oh man, he's made a mistake there. You see what I mean about you do this normal build order? Size has literally sent 2 $700 units down the flanks, and Iori's probably already dead now. He lost the Chinook already. There's a troop crawler in the base, as well as a gat. Some 3 Chinooks, but it's only collecting on 1 supply. So you might as well do a no eco because you're not collecting on 1 full supply anyway. The only difference is that if you did a no eco, you'd have more full Vs and you'd have an ambulance as well. Sai's now coming in with these GATs. These Vs are a little bit low. They can't really take a much of a fight with these GATs. If they keep microing, maybe they can. One Chinook here is going to go down. Ambulance goes down. He's got battle drones now, but Size is focusing them. Ooh, 1V is going to get trapped. Actually, there's more GATs here. Both Vs go down. Yeah, that's it. You see, like 3 minutes 30 and he's already dead. I know it's against big Size, but like this build order as super weapon is so hard to pull off. It's so hard to get the right amount of Vs out because the Vs are expensive. So, yeah, let's see what Size does in the reverse. That will be interesting. Because I think he's not a no-eco person. I think he will try and play it normal, but will he win, though, is the question. So, yeah, 3-0 score so far. Okay, so Big Size now on Cold Territory with the Super Weapon General in the blue in the north. And then down in the south, we've got Ayuri with the red China tank. So Size is going to try and play this normal. He's got 2 supplies going up. But is he going to do a war factory or will he do faster EMPs and a barracks? Because you can do a barracks. 3 MDs to the mid. EMP. EMP. And that might work. So yeah, he is trying to do that. He's going to block off this right entrance completely with an EMP. So no war factory because the Vs are expensive. Anything that comes through the mid will be laser locked, and then he'll do an EMP over here on this left hand side. You can use that bunker here as well as that. The problem with this is the counter is a troop crawler straight down the middle with a GAT. That troop crawler will engage these bunkers and a GAT will break through, stop you collecting, and that might be it. But the question is, yeah, it's like rock, paper, scissors. Is Ayuri going to do that counter or not? It's actually an outpost and a GAT straight down the middle. So I think he's already lost based on those first few units. I do think he's already lost. Because if that was a troop crawler and a GAT straight down the mid now, clear out these, get the GAT in, that could be over. But yeah, Size varying up the build order here. It's got 2 EMPs on the right. Sorry, on the right and the left. Suppose that entrance there, you could get in there, but then there's these bunkers here. So GAT runs into the EMP, and on the right side as well. Oh, don't tell me both of them units are going to die. That's a painful loss. Yeah, 3 units gone down already of Ayuri. At least Ayuri's supply placement is better than Size's. This one maybe not so much. Don't know what's going on there. Now there is a troop crawler out, which is the counter to getting through these buildings. You could also do a flamer and a GAT through the middle, clear out those 2. So Flamer has been brought now, but the problem is that this EMP, once that gets up, it's going to be so hard to break through because the EMP is basically covering everywhere. Maybe the only place you could sneak through is like there. Yeah, that Flamer must just be out of range. If it went like a little centimeter closer, then that EMP would be striking. What is Ayuri going to do behind this? He's gone for propaganda, but is that the right decision? That's the thing, because if you're making ECMs, it actually makes the fights with the EMPs even worse. So Size is just bunkering in, getting his EMPs up. It's making the strategy center as well. Size actually secured this area here. Okay, this flamer might be gunned down, and Size could actually get in a few of these buildings and actually put some harassment on these trucks. Size is gonna choose to bail. Actually, he sees the ECM, realizes it's probably a bad fight to take. Size at the moment just needs to build an airfield and get Auroras out. And then these fights for Iori will be crazy, crazy hard. Okay, Size focusing down the oils, predicting a Lotus. There is a barracks been dropped down, but Size is already going to have the oils killed probably by the time the Lotus gets out. That barracks is quite late, actually. Size doesn't have any drones here, so he doesn't know there's mines, but he probably just saw them detonate there, so I think maybe he does. Supplied area is going to get picked off, though. It's annoying there for Iori. He needs the extra cash, I think, as the tank. Size dropping down another EMP. AOD noob. Bunker noob. But EMPs are so strong. You only have one. It's a little bit risky because a MiGs could come in and strike it, or a Red Guard could strike it. Oh, that Aurora. Yeah, Red Guard could break through it. If you got two, you're just kind of sealing the deal and no risk. No risk in any enemy tank player getting through this defense. That is it, GG. That was a clinical performance there from Size. I think it's all to do with the build order. Size also went for the 2 supplies, but he did a barracks and 2 EMPs to laser lock anything through the middle, and the 2 EMPs on the side. Like I said before, the counter to that, if I already knew it was going to be that, would be maybe a flamer and a GAT down the mid to flush out them buildings, and then overwhelm Size through the middle. Whilst he's invested in defenses on the sides, they won't be of any use if you just focus everything down the mid. That's a decision you got to make as a tank player in the beginning. Do you want to just focus everything down the middle? It applies to any map against the USA, because the USA will build 5 aces or EMPs on the sides. So you can focus everything down the middle, or you can focus on the sides. Now the sides, if he doesn't do defenses on the sides, will get in and do some harassment like we saw against Iori. But if there are defenses there, then obviously you run into it. So it's a bit of a rock, paper, scissors thing. But Size's build order, yeah, was just ultimately better. So yeah, 4-0 I think is the score now. You're welcome to the next game, potentially the final game if Size is able to get a victory. He's just 1 away from victory, whereas Iori needs to win now 5 in a row. Not much room for mistakes in a best of 9, just only need 5 wins. Down in the south we've got Iori with the GLA Vanilla this time, and he is playing with the red color. Then up in the north we have Big Size with the blue, and he's got the GLA Demolition. So yeah, GLA Mirror. Now Size is quite experienced in GLA Mirrors because he's playing challenges, GLA Mirror challenges against the Boyka like seemingly every week. And it went from Boyka doing actually pretty good to Size actually winning quite a lot lately. Even the GLA Mirror Challenges, which Boyka considers himself really strong at. And he is really strong at it. But yeah, Big Size winning against him. Maybe his GLA Mirror is just another level too. So Ayuri's definitely under pressure here. He has the regular GLA. He's the one going for a TNT, which is a bit weird. Size actually gone for the 3 supplies. Terrorist here for Big Size. Don't really know what that one's doing here. But Technical for Ayuri is going to get in and at least get a TNT. But even if he gets a TNT, Size's economy is still way ahead, so he can afford to rebuild it. Arms dealer does go down. And it looks like a load of workers. Actually, he's fired at the tunnel a little bit there. So the workers actually couldn't go inside it because they'll automatically try to repair it. That's actually nice from Ayuri, but the Size is already re-established an arms dealer, and he's got the extra supply, which is the benefit of the 3 supply build order. Technical here for Ayuri will run to its death, though. The size of any RPGs inside of there. If he does, he can secure these buildings in the mid. That would be good for him. He does have one at least. And another one. So he is going to secure 2 of these buildings. Very, very nice. But Size under pressure on this right-hand side a little bit now. Big Size wins an important engagement there. The quads do get surrounded, and Size is now going to be able to get probably 1 or 2 super techs. There's some scrap still there. To scrap up his techs. I think that one's a rocket, a grenade one, and that one's a rocket one. So yeah, Ayuri's up against it now. He does have, I think, the stronger army here in the early game because Demo has more expensive quads and more expensive technicals. Really wants to kill this side. The super tech there for Size does go down, and all the RPGs inside of there do go down. Continuing the push here. He's focusing on this tunnel, but there's more quads being brought in by Size, and I think this army's going to go down once again here for Ayuri. Ayuri behind this looks like he's going for the oils. Got 1 so far, but he's losing his army here. I don't know how many quads you can afford to lose here in this early stage. So Ayuri's placed down 2 demo traps there to do some scaffold deny. Now cancels them to get the money back. And Ayuri is going to get a second oil. He doesn't have this supply yet. And Size has control of here, so he can probably see. Oh no, he can't see actually. Can't actually see that. Size does have control of this other... Whoa, he doesn't have control. Ayuri's building here too. Maybe Ayuri's got a good chance actually, because if he's going to be on the same amount of supplies, but an extra 2 oils than Size, so... This tractor though. Interesting little fight here against the technical. Is the technical going to go down? It looks like it might actually. Ooh. Don't even know how that technical is still alive. Ayuri is on a supply here now, but Size just needs to put a quad cannon there. Ayuri's realized that and dropping down a defensive tunnel. Ayuri has a whole supply behind though. Ooh, Size is here with a monster army. That tunnel goes down, that tunnel cancelled. Size is like, nah, this is my supply. He's going to kill that one, yeah. Looking pretty good for Size, not going to lie. It's looking pretty good for him. So has complete control of the mid. Iori has the oil still. There's a lot of quads here for Iori, but is there just more for Size? Size on a palace? Size decides to pop his quads. He has got the veterans here, and he's fighting with the tunnel as well. So maybe, yeah, if Iori loses this one, this could be over. Looks, Size even lost one quad. He hasn't even lost one quad. Amazing play there from Size. Size always knows when to take a fight. That's what one of the reasons makes him such a strong player. He does decide to bail on that though, because there are two tunnels here. And he doesn't need to overextend because he's got a supply lead. And he's got loads of map control here in the mid. Technical now keeping Iori busy. So I'm still collecting here. Iori's not got enough workers here yet, but I think he is making them now. Ooh, Super Tech almost runs into some quads and goes down, but Size does micro it back. Iori now making a palace, but Size already on a palace and a market actually. So he's got workers' shoes. No time for discoing now. Quad Cannon, we got a water fight against Big Size. Size actually making demo scuds, and this oil is now under threat. Ooh, that was a bad time to pop. That was considered a Fargo pop. This might be a TNT. Ooh, it is a TNT, but it gets sniped by the Jarman. Does force fire to ground or just detonates? What even happened there? I don't even know what happened. Did Size detonate his own Jarman? That looked kind of weird. Don't even know what happened. Either way, yeah, Jarman is dead. Size doing really good damage with these scuds. Iori hasn't really got an answer for it at the moment. Another scud fired there, and more quads are going down. They run into the bunker as well. It's not looking good for Iori. This is his tournament life he's fighting for right here. Oil has gone down, and slowly but surely Iori is taking some heavy damage here. Size is building up his XP. Just look at the amount of XP that he's got. So I was now focusing down the oil. Yeah, Iori's taking a hell of a beating. Iori's actually on 3 arms dealers. I don't know if he has the economy for that. I don't know if he does. Demo bikes now coming in for Size after these buggies here. Takes out another tunnel. Size actually level 4 now, and more units have gone down there. I think Iori knows his time might be up. Size behind this is making loads of markets. Only collecting on 1 worker there. Size doesn't need 5 workers or 6 workers, just needs the 1 to get the job done. And it looks like the job is certainly going to be done. He's still putting up a bit of a fight, but against these demo scuds is so difficult. Emo ambush on top of the quads there. Very nice. Only 2 quads there remaining. Sai's now continuing the push over here. He's got the junk repair. No AP ammo just yet. No upgrades at all for Iori. Emo scuds running some death down on the supply. And yeah, it's only going to be a matter of minutes before Iori throws in the towel here, I think. Even two buggies went down there. Sizes monster push. He's spending all of his money sizes as well, dropping down loads of markets behind this, taking no chances whatsoever here. I think he knows it's GG, but sometimes Size likes to get overconfident and he'll just float like 16k and then it still might end up close or lose the game. But he's taking no chances here. He's dropping down loads of markets behind it. He has the entire map. And Iori is seeing his last few moments here in the World Series. GG, well played to Iori. Nice little attempt there against Size. Ultimately was not able to get himself on the scoreboard, but to go against Size in round 1 can be a little bit demoralizing because he is a super strong player, probably the number 2 player in the world. So yeah, GG, a nice try from Iori. Well played to Big Size. Good luck in round 2. And yeah, GG, see you in the next one.